Hey guys, how you doing? It's Michael State here, and I decided to play a funnish deck for the regional that was last weekend in Kissimmee. I went 6-2-1, started off 1-2 due to some bricking, and I also got hand trapped to Oblivion, and I won out into the last round and I got a draw with a friend. But I played a really interesting deck. I'm not going to Pasadena, or no, I am going to Pasadena. I'm not going to Niagara Falls, so I thought I'd give everybody a insight to one of the cool decks that the Danger cards include. I played Danger FTK. It's a very interesting deck. I decided to test the waters with it and just play a basic build of it, and we'll see where it goes. So let's go ahead and show you what I played. Alrighty, so in the deck, 40 card deck. First off, we have 3 Danger Nessie. For those of you that don't know what the Dangers do, all of them have the same inherent effect where you reveal them in your hand, and these are not once per turn effects. You reveal them in your hand and your opponent chooses a card at random and discards one. If they hit the Nessie, or if they hit the Danger, nothing happens, but if they don't hit the Danger, it summons the Danger and then you draw an additional card, so it's really good in that aspect. But Nessie is the most important one just for the fact that it's a level 7 and that her discard effect lets you add any other Danger from your deck to your hand, which allows you to get probably the second most important one, which is Danger Jackalope. And what Jackalope does is whenever it's discarded, special say Danger from your deck, so you essentially get out Nessie. It's the most important one due to the FTK, which you'll see in a little bit, why level 7s are important. This is definitely the second best one. And the other one, which is somewhat essential, is 3 Chupacabra. I definitely probably would play 2 in a future list, but this one, whenever it's discarded, special summons any Danger from the graveyard, and all of their discard effects are once per turn, so you want to be mindful of that. And then the last Danger, I just decided to max every Danger out because you want to see them as much as possible. 3 Bigfoot. This one was good. It's 3K beater, and it's a level 8 because I played trade-in on 3K beater. And it's good for going second. Whenever it's discarded, you destroy a face-up card, so that's pretty nice in the aspect of getting rid of floodgates. So 12 Dangers, and we also played Dark Worlds because it's part of the FTK. So you played 3 Grapha. It's a level 8 again, so trade-in synergizes well with the deck, and it's the most important one because that's what the loop inherits. 3 Snow to get your card searching. You always want to. You're obviously not going to play any less copies of Snow. It's when it's discarded, it searches for any Dark World card, including dealings, and it's not once per turn, and it can search itself, so it's really, really nice in that aspect. And then I played 2 Brow and 2 Beige. For the FTK, you just need any other Dark World in your hand and Grapha in the grave. So you want to play a decent amount of Dark Worlds, but not too many. You want to see them sometime, not all the time. But yeah, for this one, you want to absolutely see a Dark World in your hand. You played Ibly. I played Ibly for this event because the person that I was talking to with the deck said that it's a nice extender just in case we need to get another monster on the field during the combo, but that only came up like once, and I actually bricked with it more than I needed to, so I'm probably going to cut this in a future list. The FTK, Cannon Soldier, you have to play this. And probably the most troll card in the deck, probably none of you are going to know what this card is, 3 The Ascend of Thunder. What this does, it's a level 7 Thunder, 2700 attack, 2400 defense. You can pay 3000 life to special summon it, and then when it dies by battle or card effect, you gain 5000. That nothing is relevant other than the fact that you paid 3000 and summon it from your hand, and it's a level 7. You can do it more than once per turn. If you see 2 of these, that's game. It's needed in the deck. And that's all for the monsters. Spells, 3 Allure. You just want to see, you want to go dig through your deck to get to 2 level 7s. That's essentially the combo, 2 level 7s. And then we play 3 Dealings because you can A, search them, and B, it triggers your Jackalopes, your Chupacabras. It hard triggers them for when you actually want to resolve them. So this card's very good in the aspect of forceful discarding. 2 trade-in. I didn't want to play 3 because there's only 6 targets in the deck. Yeah, they're searchable, but I'd rather not see cards that were dead in the matchup, or I'm sorry, in any test hands or anything of that nature. So I'd only play 2 going forward. I wouldn't play 3 at all. 2 Call by the Grave. Hand traps hurt a lot, and even though it does seem kind of off in this deck because Dangers discard random cards from your hand, you have to play them, especially if you draw them mid-combo. I was thinking about mid-breaker field, but drawing it mid-combo obviously does nothing because you can't activate mid-breaker field during the middle of the main phase. And then the best 3 spells in the deck, Reborn, Card Destruction, and Soul Charge. This card should not have come back because this card endangers and Dark World, just unrealistic blowout. And then these two cards are very, very good extenders in this deck because you can draw into them and then go still FTK, even though your combo may have gotten stopped by a hand trap. These cards just help you out instantly. 40 card deck, and then the extra deck, how you get to the FTK, Tomahawk, again 2 level 7, summon this, and then you summon 5 of the 6 paths of pain, and that is your path to victory. So Tomahawk, and then you make Reproductus with the Tomahawk and the token. I'll essentially show you theoretically. So you make Tomahawk here, you get rid of these to summon the Reproductus, and then use 1 token, summon Link Spider. Link's Reproductus target the Link Spider, and then you make Summon Sorceress. Summon Sorceress target the token, you get Cannon Soldier over here. And then at some point in the combo, if you don't see a Dark World, you want to make Curious by summoning any danger monster using the Cannon Soldier and the Summon Sorceress, since they're all darks, different types. Different types. And then you send whatever piece you're missing, preferably a Grapha. This way, if you mill a any other Dark World, it's still combo. And then you want to try to make any of the danger monsters here. This way, they are all connected to Firewall, which is the heart and soul of the deck. You're going to want to Firewall bounce the Cannon Soldier, and if you don't open up a Dark World in your hand, you have to bounce the Dark World too. So essentially the FTK is that you have Cannon Soldier somewhere, and then you have any Dark World and Grapha. So you have any Dark World, you bounce it back to your hand, summon Grapha, Cannon Soldier, tribute Grapha, then you Firewall effect, special the Dark World, bounce it back, summon Grapha, and it's an endless loop of 500 burn. So that's that play, that's the FTK. And then these other monsters, well, you play the Mermaid to extend your combo by getting out a monster forcefully with Firewall's effect, preferably the Cannon Soldier. And then these monsters aren't necessary for the OTK, or I'm sorry, the FTK, but they were just played to enhance any mediocrities in the hands. Gumbalar, I actually triggered this effect once to discard some snows and some danger cards. This card's really nice because it discards cards. Proxy Dragon just for the sidewards arrow since we lost Goblin. Unicorn, Saryuja, this card came up a lot because you end up summoning so many danger monsters and Dark World monsters. You want to dig for your Soul Charge or card destruction, any card you need to extend your combo to force yourself into the FTK. These two cards I didn't make at all, Warlord and Genius. These cards are just there just theoretically in case I need to go for game with this, or this if I wanted to make get rid of the Floodgate, but this never came up, so you can play realistically any other 2 cards other than this. And that was the extra deck. The side deck, I wanted to go as basic as possible, just wanted to test the waters with the deck, and I wanted to put 5 3-ofs that essentially are good versus almost any matchup. The only hand traps in the deck, well actually the next card's sort of a hand trap. 3 Ash, just the most generic hand trap against any deck. I put 3 Chaos Hunter, due to the fact that this is a level 7 as well, and going second, you can discard any of your dangers off of this and get their effect. Unfortunately, you can't discard Dark Worlds and get their effects because they discard as cost, and they don't work by discarding costs. So definitely 3 Chaos Hunter. It's very good against Rogue, definitely good against the Invoke deck, but definitely just have to play because it's a level 7, and it's good to get your opponent off guard. 3 Midbreaker Field. I decided to actually play it. I just didn't want to see it in the main deck due to it not being a combo piece and not knowing when I'm going first or second. Definitely this card's needed inside. No explanation there. And then against the backer decks, 3 Twin. This works with danger cards, discarding, weird. And then 3 Reboot against the other decks. This could have been evenly, but I just liked Reboot for the fact that I can still attack and deal damage after the fact. So yeah. That was the deck profile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely one of the most fun decks I've actually ever played, despite it being an FTK. I know y'all are going to hate on it because it's an FTK, it's a bit degenerate, but it's really interesting because it's like the Pendulum deck back when Electromite was at 3, where you had to set up your board with your starting hand, because off rip, it's not an FTK just with 2 level 7s. You have to find yourself forcing yourself to draw the Dark World and the Grapha, or getting it some way, shape, or form to actually create the FTK. And even if you don't get the FTK, it's definitely a strong deck where it can OTK going second or set up a nice board going first. So I definitely encourage you guys to give it a try. Shout out to the person that actually helped me with the idea of the deck. Definitely my boy, I can't mention any names, but you know who you are. Again, shout out to BBG for doing the deck profile. Shout out to everybody at Regionals who saw me, came up to say hi, and everything of that nature. And also also changes I would make. I would definitely cut the Ibly out of the deck to facilitate more combo cards, more draw cards. I would cut probably one of the Dark Worlds because I drew them quite a little bit. It's fine, even if you play the 7, I'd probably personally play 6. And also I'd probably cut a Chupacabra just to, again, find more room for more draw cards, more consistency cards. But again, that list was probably the first draft of the deck. You're going to be seeing me playing this within the next few regionals I go to, more than likely. So you'll be seeing more of this deck in the long run. Thank you guys, and have a great night.